got out and walked around.
You got out and walked around?
Yeah, when I was in the bathroom.
Is he okay?
Yeah, he's fine.
Were you out here earlier with him or no?
Yeah, we just got up this morning, and then he's 2.5 now, so he knows how to like unlock doors. He just figured all that stuff out, so he just went out here. I was like, hey, dude, we don't even stay here, so.
You don't stay here?
No.
Where do you live?
My parents' house is where he.
Where is that?
Up at the hammock.
So what are you doing here?
We just stopped here this morning.
Where is here?
Kicked the dog out. My house.
I've been here before, and you lived here.
At the time, I stayed here by myself. Yeah.
You exchanged your child here to your wife.
Yeah.
Your ex-wife.
Yeah.
Is she coming to pick him up today or?
No, tomorrow.
Why didn't you come out the door that you went in when I saw you when I walked up?
'Cause I was out there going out this way to see what's going on.
No, I think you knew what was going on.
I didn't know there was like a bunch of people here.
No.
I was just kind of assessing
So
the
when
situation with him.
2-year-old that was walking in the street, and then you saw me standing in the driveway. I'm wearing a
I'm just,
uniform.
brother, I'm
and you
just a
went
dude
inside,
whose
and then you
kid
shut
just.
the door, and then you won't open the door when I knock 10 times.
We were
That's
outside
because
on the
when
back
you came
patio.
out,
I was
you
seeing
came
what
out
was
the
going on.
side over here because you just didn't
I
know
don't
what was
want
going on.
any trouble, guys. I appreciate everybody's help. There's really not a big deal issue.
Do you have
here.
your ID on you?
Yes. I just want to
What's
let
your
everybody know
son's
that the baby's fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine.
What's your son's name?
I don't want any issue.
Well, you have an issue.
And then what's his last name? And then
Sorry,
what is his date
everything's
of
going to
birth?
be okay.
What's his date of birth?
Well, looks like Mommy's going to get the best of us in court.
Hey buddy, come here.
Hey.
Come here.
That's what happens when the dog gets by the neighbor and the wife leaves with the baby. House goes to hell, and then the baby ends up making a scene. No points for daddy. We were about to go to his grandparents' house is all.
You getting ready to get dressed? That's how he was walking the street by himself.
Well, no, I went to use the bathroom. I'm by myself. I didn't know he could open that front door like a deadbolt. I didn't know he could open that deadbolt, dude. He can reach it now.
Which house? You said this one too?
You have to realize I only saw him 2 weeks ago. He like grows so fast, and like I didn't know he could reach the damn deadbolt. He was just a 2-year-old 2 years ago, you know, and now he's like 2.5, and he can like do anything.
Right.
Like it's like,
Do you have your license on you?
yeah, I can read you my license number if you want, but I can get it for you.
At this point, deputies made contact with one of the neighbors to get a statement about the incident. Ross downplayed the situation, but the neighbor had seen this all before.
I guess you. Listen,
Yes.
y'all need to take that kid.
Can you tell me what happened?
About 20 minutes before we called, I saw the baby wandering around here. Well, I figured Ross was in his driveway. You know, I just said, oh, Ross is out letting the kid walk around. You know, there's not much traffic. All of a sudden, I see this car slowing down, stop, another one. I went, oh, God. And I went, oh, and I went out there, and sure enough, that baby was out there. 20 minutes later, he's inside, passed out because he's a horrible drunk. That house needs to be condemned.
Run me through what all transpired, okay?
Yeah, I got up. He had woken up. I had gotten up. He went to watch Coco Melon and do his ABCs. So he's in there doing his ABCs. I go to the bathroom, like, you know, because sometimes you got to take a in the morning, you know. So I went to go do that. Normally it's quick in and out, and he's watching his ABCs on the Coco Melon cartoon, and I didn't hear him, and I guess he walked out here. He must have been out here, must not been too long, or somebody spotted him. And obviously when you see a toddler in the street, for God's sake, you're gonna freak out and be like, what the hell's going on here?
So the baby was outside for 20 minutes on his own?
At least.
At least 20 minutes?
At
But it
least.
probably was longer because that's when you came
That's
out.
when I saw him.
Okay.
You know, I went out back and I talked to the lady. I said, y'all need to call the police. I came back in. I called the police. They called the police.
Do you know about the time that it was from the time that you last
It
saw
was
him until?
right when the neighbor Sharon came over and brought him in. You know, so
Okay.
the neighbors, I don't know if it was her, she said some other neighbor called you guys. Otherwise, she knew, you know, who he is. She immediately brought him in the house and brought him to
but I'm
me.
saying, but do you know like the amount of time it was from the time you got into the bathroom because you weren't?
Oh,
you
it
didn't
was,
see him. So.
I mean, he must have been out here just for a minute or two.
I know y'all can't do anything, but I'm going to find the mother.
But has anyone ever reported to DCF?
Not to my knowledge.
Okay.
No, this is the first time anything's happened like this.
Okay.
I know he's a drunk driver, and I'm going to start calling on him every time something happens. I didn't call, but I know he drives drunk.
Okay. I mean, has this happened before?
No.
No.
Well, he drives a little Jeep. I got that modified Jeep that I made for him.
Okay.
And he's used to being around the neighborhood, collecting golf balls, driving around his Jeep. So he's probably too comfortable around this neighborhood. But, you know, this hour of the day on a Sunday shouldn't be out there at all, you know.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's highly embarrassing.
And then you said the front door was locked?
Yeah, it was dead bolted, yeah.
Okay.
He could reach it, I guess.
And I know y'all are going to let him off. I know your hands are tied, but I'm going to find his wife, the mothers, and she needs to be aware that Ross let that youngin wander this neighborhood. She needs to do something about not letting him have that kid.
Well, there's probably something going on, but I'm
Well,
sure
and listen, Ross is full of dookie. He'll tell you anything. He lies. He's a gutter drunk. I know. My brother's a gutter drunk. And they're pitiful. They're pitiful.
I'm stunned that Mr. Escape Artist here has managed to do that in the amount of time that he did.
You said you were in the bathroom?
Yeah, trying to think of fellas.
So when the neighbor came over and notified you, what were you doing?
I was in the bedroom at that point because I had just went in there to find him to make sure he was still watching Coco Melon. She comes walking in the house and I'm like, what's going on?
So you were already awake?
Yeah.
Your cameras work?
No, they don't. That one's just a dummy and the other one's a dummy as well. Well, that one actually does work, but it's dead. And there was another one, I think it's fallen down.
They can't be left with children.
Right.
2 years. They got a pool in their backyard, and you ought to see it. It looks like
Did you guys go in the home and find him passed out?
that lady over there
Went
did.
over there? Okay.
I would have just called y'all and let him sleep. Katie needs to know. The mother needs
Well,
to know.
she's gonna have to know. This isn't something that we're just gonna let him off with. This is her child too.
But it's a bad situation. I don't hate Ross, but I see him staggering around in the afternoon drunk.
Right, and but
His
once a
backyard
baby's
is a
involved,
fire
it's-
hazard. His
yeah.
backyard.
I guess I'm glad my son's safe. He's in my arms.
Yeah, we want to just make sure that your son is safe.
He's absolutely safe. He stays with his grandparents generally most of the time because I don't like this house because it's so old and rickety and I mean, the water works, electric works and all that. It's just 70s house, you know, there's just not a very conducive safety to a kid, you know, like there's a pool in the back that's green because I can't afford to take care of it right now, you know.
You need to walk around and look at that pool. That pool looks like a mud hole. I hope y'all don't just let it go. I think you need to take the child to these.
Well,
or
we
call them
can't
up.
just take the child, but we have a protocol that we take with these types of
What is that?
situations. DCF has to be notified
Okay.
of anything like this.
And
That's
they'll
not.
notify
We're
them.
not. We're
They'll
not just gonna
notify
turn
the
a
mother.
blind eye and just turn away and give them back. That's not how that happens.
This is a chronic. That man, he's out of his mind. He don't know. He knows nothing. He's going to lose everything.
While waiting on a decision from the supervisor to carry out a welfare check on the house, the man begins to grow impatient, and for some reason feels the need to prove to the officers how great of a father he is. Pay attention to his body language and tonality shift as the officers slowly begin pressing him about the situation.
Then his mom is local as well?
No, she moved to DeLand, so we don't even see each other. I just pick him up to and from daycare. It's okay. We're gonna be okay. No one's gonna take you away.
So you're in your
I went to my
master.
bedroom. I went to my bedroom from my bathroom, not realizing that he was freaking outside.
So you weren't asleep or anything like that?
No.
And he was in his room watching Coco Melon.
So how did he get out?
He opened the deadbolt somehow.
The deadbolt?
Yes.
How
can reach.
high is his deadbolt?
About right here. He
How can
reached
he-
up and got it.
You said about right here.
Yeah.
And he's about right here. How
He
did
can
do
reach.
that?
He can reach.
Is there a step stool or something? Like,
I don't know what he did. I'm telling you, I deadbolt that door at night, of course. Father of a 2.5-year-old. You think I'm not going to leave the deadbolt on? The door doesn't even latch otherwise.
so he's never tried to open this deadbolt before?
No, we're not here very often. We're not here often. He stays most of the time at my parents' house when he's with me. For this very reason, because I have a pool that is unmaintained. Can't afford to maintain
So
it.
why are you guys here now?
Well, we spent the night here last night. It's my last night with my son. I wanted to just be with my son. That's it. I just wanted to be with my son. I'm sorry he got out in the street, and I'm sorry the neighbors obviously flipped out. She would have
Well,
known
they're
right.
saying he's been out here for over 20 minutes. So that's my
I'm
concern.
not aware of how long it was. I can't tell you. I don't know what 20 minutes is to other people, but I don't think it was that long. But
That's what they're saying.
well, I thought he was in his bedroom watching Coco Melon for 20 minutes. It's okay, buddy. They're not going to take you away, okay? I promise. It's gonna be okay. I'm glad that my neighbors helped out, and I just want to move on and get the rest of my weekend with my son, and because I'm just a dad who misses his little boy, and I only get so much time with him. He's well fed. We went miniature golfing yesterday. I'll take you through some photos in my phone, which will let you know that he's a well taken care of little boy. His pajamas don't match. That's fine.
That's not our concern right now. Like,
I understand.
I can see that
I understand.
he's well-fed.
He's not in a. He doesn't live here. He's not even. He's my son. I only see him part time. If this turns into something else, I'm never going to see him again. And it's not because of any domestic issue or anything else. It's because her and her mother decided that they wanted to move to DeLand with my son and say goodbye to me and take this baby and run with him. And I get him, luckily, because Katie, his mother, is decent enough to still let me spend time with him. I mean, how can I screw this up in 3 days a month or 3 days twice a month? You know, I'm somehow managed.
Okay, well, I asked you earlier how long it was, and you said it couldn't have been more than a
I thought it was only a
minute.
few minutes. I didn't realize he was out here that long. I don't know what
Yeah,
you said that,
they
but
said it's been over 20 minutes, and who knows how long he was really out here, because that's just when she noticed him out here. So
well, I remember when he woke up. Like I said, I thought that he was in his bedroom watching Cocomelon. I could hear the music going, and as long as the song is going, because I don't even have internet. I used to use
has
my
his
phone.
pamper been changed?
Last night, right before bed.
It's after 9 a.m.
Right.
Okay.
He was going to be.
What
doing all
time did
these
he go to
things.
bed?
He went to bed about 9 p.m. 9:30.
What time do you wake up?
This morning about what time is it now?
It's 9:20.
About 8:15, 8:30, right before he got outside.
Upon receiving confirmation from the supervisor, deputies were given the green light to carry out a welfare check of the man's residence. However, none of the deputies that day were ready for the terrifying scene they were about to walk in on.
So what's the next step here?
I don't know. We're just standing here. We're waiting for them to
Yeah,
let us know.
okay.
I'm not out there, so
All right.
I can't really say.
I'm ready to just carry on with my day at this point.
Well, it's not something easy to
I know,
just
I know,
carry
I
on
know,
with.
I know. I understand.
So, based on the totality of the circumstances, do you mind if we just go inside, double check the welfare of the living situation? I know
We don't live here. He does not live here. We were just stopped here last night, and we ended up staying here.
I know, but he's your child. You said you have him
Right.
for a certain amount of days.
I'm not
So,
okay with that
we just
because
wanna-
of the fact that I have a dog that's not well. He smells bad. He's got an ear infection.
Well, we're worried about your son, not your dog.
Right, right.
So, if a child is staying here, no matter if it's for a day or if it's for 6 months,
Or a few
Right.
hours.
there needs
Right.
to be some sort of
Right. We camp out in
steps
my
to
truck
take
most
care
of the
of
time.
the child.
You camp out in your truck most of the time?
Well, like a lot of times
So-
with him, we just hang out in my truck. I try to spend as little time here as possible. I only meet my ex here to transfer the child on
Okay.
most occasions because it's midway.
Well, because of everything that occurred today, we need to check out the welfare of the home.
I don't want anyone coming in the house right now
And why is that?
because I've been staying with my parents. I normally stay with my
Okay, but last night you stayed here with the child.
right.
And this
So
is
does
your
he-
residence.
We
Does he have
spent a
proper
few
bed?
hours here between like 10 p.m., 9:30 p.m., and 9:30 a.m.
That's a long time.
So does he have like a bed?
Yeah.
Okay. Can we confirm that? Just the living situation of him?
Yeah.
To confirm.
I carried him in, and he stayed in his room.
Yeah, can we confirm that he has like a proper bed? He has proper.
Come on. Just one of you, please.
Well, there's gonna be 2 of us at least.
Get a lot of-
Is that the door that he came out of?
Well, I think it's locked now. I didn't know that you all were here.
Please confirm the deadbolt.
That's okay.
A search of the house revealed a horrifying scene in which no child should ever have to be subjected to. Upon entering, deputies were immediately met with a living room in a disturbing state. With barely any walking room, deputies had to move trash and rotting food out of the way just to walk through the residence. Alcohol bottles littered nearly every surface, in the hallway, on the bathtub tub, and even in the child's room. Rotting food was smeared across the floor in multiple rooms, attracting insects and producing a foul odor. Animal feces and urine stained the carpet and floorboards. In the corner, a dog cage held a malnourished and visibly sick animal. The bathroom was in the worst condition imaginable. Cigarette butts overflowing the sink, more liquor bottles strewn across the room, some shattered and some still half empty. On the cabinet, a multitude of prescription medication, razor blades, and drug paraphernalia, all within reach of an innocent 2-year-old. At this point, the deputies had seen enough and immediately left the residence to place Ross into custody.
Ross, can you come over here for a sec?
Looks like I'm in trouble.
What's grandparents phone number?
904. What am I being charged with? I need to grab 2 things before if we have to leave.
What do you have to
being
grab?
arrested?
What do
My
you have to grab?
medication and hopefully my
You can't bring
phone.
medication with you. So.
Well, I gotta take it first.
What is grandma's name?
They have
Take out the
medications.
Huh?
What's his grandma's name?
Joyce. If I'm going to be in jail,
Buddy, come over here.
I'll have to get out. I have a key to my work vehicle, 2 things to worry about.
Did that dog ever leave that cage?
Yeah. He does, but because he runs, he was in it. That's why we were here last night, to let him out and give him food.
How far is your wife away?
47 miles to land.
But the grandparents live across the
7
street.
miles away. They're right up the road. They'll be happy to take them.
Okay, we'll call both. We're gonna walk over to my car, right?
Okay, just can I grab my meds?
No, you
No,
can't.
jail has medications.
Well, can I get my phone at least?
Is this your house?
Okay, you said you didn't know where it was.
No, it's in the house.
All right, this will follow
Probably
you to jail, okay?
between here and bathroom.
Let's go.
Okay, we'll look for it.
Let's go.
Why is everybody so mad?
Why are we mad? Did you see what the inside of your house looks like?
You think that's proper living situations for a child?
And then your 2-year-old son is in
Well,
the
we go-
middle of a busy street by himself while you're asleep because you're drunk.
Good job. Good job, bud. Hey, how about some nuts? You do some nuts? Oh, good job, dude.
You have a rusty chainsaw outside. You have nothing but broken glass bottles.
No
Inside
screen
of that
on
house
your-
is disgusting.
No screen on
And then
your-
you're asked why I'm mad.
Like I said, we make a beeline.
Have a seat.
Okay.
Joe, buddy. I know, he's gonna be okay. Do you see if there's toys in the back there?
Watch your head.
There's like no walking room in there. There's smell in there. There's flies in there. I'm sure that house didn't just get like that over the past couple of weeks. It had to have been like that when
Well,
you
I
were
told
there.
him, I said, get that house cleaned up. And he goes, oh, I am. He's got an excuse for everything.
Subsequently, officers soon located the child's grandparents to hand the toddler into proper care, while they notified the man's wife of the situation.
Hi. Hi. Are you Joyce or have you guys been informed what's going on right now? Okay. Do you want to just hop out and talk to me? Do you want to put the dog away real quick?
The dog away.
No one's hurt or nothing like that.
Again?
No, I'll talk to you out here. Is Ross your son or?
Yes. He's our son.
He's been arrested, okay? I talked to the deputies over in Palm Coast. I guess he was found drunk, sleeping at home while your grandson was wandering the streets by himself.
Oh, you're kidding.
No, ma'am. So your grandson's with deputies right now, and Ross is going to jail, most likely for a neglect charge, okay? That being said, we don't want to give the grandchild over to DCF. Are you willing to come take custody of the child? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have the means to care for him? Do you have the means to care for the child in the meantime?
Yes.
Do you mind if I come inside after you put the dog away and just check it out? Just make sure it's good for the child, and the child is correct. Okay. Oh, hey, buddy. And I know this is pretty tough news, but we don't want him going with DCF either. You know what I mean? Come on, this is actually a deputy. Hey, what's up, man? I'm with them right now, so. All right, do you want them to head over there? Okay, they're on their way. I'm already walking inside the house. Yep, that's why I'm walking in. So I'll have them over there in a sec, all right? Let me just check it out inside real quick, okay?